well, Professor Smart Sapon. Professor Smart Sapon is Director of Research and Innovation at KSTU. Prof, thank you for joining us in the studio this morning. Last week, you joined via Zoom. Let me come to Ebo before I come to Prof. And Ebo, the OSP's work, those who are, so there's the complaint about it took so long, then there's the bit about, well, if you read the report, it appears very thorough. It appears that a lot more went into it, and even the OSP even disagreeing with some aspects of the KPMG report. From where you sit, satisfied with what we've seen, especially the next steps, charges to be filed, and looking to recover more than 100 million cedis from SML?
It is difficult to be a Ghanaian at this time. I'm telling you. If you have followed the kind of cases, corruption cases that have come up, and the kind of money, the amount of money involved, and the ease with which these people steal, it will be difficult for you as a Ghanaian not to be angry. And I think we have not been angry enough as a people. That is why people find it so easy to engage in corruption. I agree with AB. We've had corruption cases in this country before. But the kind of corruption we have witnessed in the past 8 years under the Nana Akufo-Addo government is mind-blowing. It is, since 1992, I have been doing politics, except that at a point in time, some 10 years, I went off. But the kind of corruption we used to hear, I remember, let me tell you this. E.T. Mensah, they said E.T. Mensah had made a gate, electric gate. It became an issue, national issue for discussion related to corruption. They said the late Nana Kunedu had bought jacuzzi. It became a serious issue. Look at the amount we are hearing and the kind of people involved. 39 years, 30-something years. They are not even up to 40 years. And look at the kind of corruption they are engaging in. And you wonder, what kind of system are we operating? If we are operating a system that makes it so easy for people to steal, but so difficult to recover and punish, and that is a broken system. And that is a system you are practicing. And that is why some of us are happy that for the first time we are seeing a president who is prepared to fix this system. Mr. President, fix it to the latter. Fix it to the latter, because the system is broken. That is why these young men and women would have the effrontery to be engaging in the kind of activities they engage in. The amount of money, they are not even afraid. I said even Americans respect dollars more than we Ghanaians. Look, if you hear some of the amount. And when you hear people, the youth, you see, let me speak to the youth, I'll come to the issue. You see, when people steal like this, they are stealing your future. It is your future they are stealing. And so when they steal and the law catches up with them, don't go on the street and defend them. Don't ever do that. Because all this amount that went to individuals for them to buy properties, if those amount of money had been used to put up some factory in your village, you would have gotten a job to do. If those amount of money had been used to build hospitals and clinics in the villages, your uncle who died because of lack of hospital in the village would have survived. So we are talking about serious issues here. And some of the comments, Ofori Atta is not afraid of prosecution. Now, why did he run away? Then why did he run away? He should come if he's not afraid of prosecution. We are in this country. We were in this country. That man quoted Bible more than most of the pastors in this country. In the 8 years that, for 7 years that he was a minister, always portraying himself as righteous, not knowing he's even worse than the devil himself. And when you sit down for these things to happen, you see, we gave this country to a family to loot, to kill and destroy. And we sat aloof as a people for 8 years because they had people who aided and abetted. You should be serious as a people. The only way we will save this country is to make corruption expensive. Sarkozy is in prison. Is he not in prison? Former president of France, for just taking money from Libya to support his campaign, he's in prison. Someone says, whether God spoke to him or whatever, he spoke to God, said he has wasted $97 million to create a hole. He's free. He's a free man. Can you imagine the opportunity cost of that amount of money? That money, what that money could have done? You should be serious. You should be angry. So the politicians, when they are stealing, they will think twice. But the legal system, the judiciary, please, let's not allow corruption cases to run 6, 5, 7 years. 6 years, we deal with it. We dispatch it. If the person is free, go home. If you're not free, then the Lord catches up with you. Then the Lord deal with you.
You say 6 years.
6 months, I guess.
6 months. I meant to say 6 months.
6 years.
So, yes, the OSP, you see, me, I have a problem. I've been defending OSP, but I have a problem with his style. I have a problem. I think, as you rightly said, this SML issue should have been dealt with long ago. You see, if Ken Ofori Atta is the main star in this issue, and it's not in this country, how are we going to succeed in prosecuting these people? Because all of them will reference him, and it will be difficult to prosecute this issue. So, whatever it will take to bring that man down, let's bring him down. If his lawyer says he's not afraid of prosecution, you should come down. Enough is enough. And let's not repeat a mistake that we made in 2016. It was so clear a family wanted power to amass what for themselves, and we fell for that thing. And the consequences is what we're experiencing. Now let me say this, and I say it without any malice, but I say it in the interest of this country, that given the astonishing level or scale of corruption that we have witnessed in the last 8 years of the Nana Akufo-Addo administration, I think the nation, if you want to kill or cure this issue, we will need space and time to deal with this matter. That is why I believe that MPP should stay in opposition for a long time, so that whether it is NDC or any other government will have enough time, because the cases are overwhelming. There are so many cases. Go to ECG, go to Ghana Water. I mean, go. It's like in economics, we say we call something indifference curve. One of the features of indifference curve is that it's everywhere dense. So corruption is everywhere dense. Go to every institution in the last 8 years at Akufo-Addo. So I've been asking myself, those I didn't go to Jubilee House when he was a president. I've never been to Jubilee House before. Did he have a bed in his office? Was he really sleeping? Because if you're a president and you could sit down for some of these things to happen, your appointees to engage in this level of corruption. And so what were you doing? All that he was interested in is free SHS. Say anything, free SHS. Whatever you say, they say free SHS. Look at the results. Look at the results we have, my brother. It's so painful that we will struggle to go and borrow money. Listen, let me end on this. Okay. You see, the painful thing was that people who legitimately made their money, teachers, nurses, businessmen, professors, technicians, they said, after 60 years, I can't work. So I will go and put my money with the government. I will save with the government, so that when I can't work again, I can depend on that money to live. You, after stealing, destroying the economy, did not fall on the money that you stole to fix the economy. The legitimate money that people made is what you fell on to fix the economy, leading people to death. Look at the number of people who died because of the DEP. And the system is broken. Mr. President, let's fix the system. If you don't fix the system will fix itself, and it may not be good for all of us.